They talk about how black men are the most incarcerated without talking about how black men are the most exonerated because we're more likely to go to jail under false pretenses. You know what I'm saying? They talk about this per capita uh, violence when the raw numbers show that the clear community commits the most murders. You know what I'm saying? They use per capita to make it look good. But when we talk about raw numbers, we're not the violent ones. You know what I mean? And they also bring up Chicago, and Chicago's not even in the top 10 violent cities in America.
See, Cherie was alluding to was that the governor was praying that it was like a gang member or an immigrant, somebody from a different country, anyone other than a Utah resident. You know what I'm saying? Like he was praying that it. But it breaks the differ, you know what I'm saying? So what Quez was talking about as far as the black on black crime, I think more so whatever issues that we got going on within our community needs to be handled within our community. It doesn't need to necessarily be talked about by the outside community. I think what the outside community needs to do is focus on what's going on within your community. Why are your numbers so high? Why are there so many mass shootings or so many school shootings? Why is this happening? If the prosecutors have receipts of him being in Vegas when he said he wasn't, and then he also has people telling on him saying that he was, and then pretty much if they use his own words, if it's admissible in court, then yes, I think he's done for it, but he's taking credit for it thus far. So I think it's safe to say that it's him. So to the lawyers that sat up there and put out this rinky-dink ass, stupid ass video, you're a piece of shit. Now, again, I get that you're trying to defend this guy, you know what I'm saying, and get him off.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing.
A body was found inside a car at a Hollywood tow lot today. Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
But now they're trying to figure out how she ended up dead in his Tesla.
Disturbing new.
They talk about how black men are the most incarcerated without talking about how black men are the most exonerated because we're more likely to go to jail under false pretenses. You know what I'm saying? They talk about this per capita violence when the raw numbers show that the clear community commits the most murders. You know what I'm saying? They use per capita to make it look good. But when we talk about raw numbers, we're not the violent ones. You know what I mean? And they also bring up Chicago, and Chicago's not even in the top.
Demand that I give a certain amount. How are you going to demand that? That's crazy.
Say that you get more jobs outside of the Breakfast Club now without mentioning that you get them because the Breakfast Club is crazy.
You wasted a half a year in the campaign. And so where she, again, matter of fact, Yeah. Hey, we're back up in this thing. You know how we swing. You already know the drama that we bring. Shout out to Cardi B dropping a new album. You already know we about to take out any competition wishing our demise. Right now you're about to see black people rise to the top. Yeah, we the cream of the crop like Puffy. I thought I told you we won't stop. Nah, that was Diddy back in 1998. But right now we're about to go and set the record straight. Let them hate all they want to. Because right now the D4vd crew's in front of you. America's most wanted. Like I said, right now they really don't want it. I hear you talking about sending out subliminals, but if you don't like me, kiss on my genitals. Oh, yes, I be the general, sending out shots and I'm going out blazing, middle finger raising, people looking old and shriveled up like raisins on any occasion. They say they black, but they Caucasian. Nah, right now we got the liaison. About to show you right now what type of things I'm on. I drop bombs and you know right now we bringing it on. You can't really stretch the step up. Right now you talking all that ish, you better shut up. Yeah, we about to right now told you we never let up. And we about to go ahead and just do what we do. We just doing it brand new. We really can't stand those who want to try to come through, try to mess up the revenue. We ain't mad at you, but right now like Big Sean, we just don't F with you. Yeah, literally, if you don't like third degree, you know what I say. I say right now, you better call it Mayday. We only doing it right now. We about to go and get our payday. Oh, yeah, you were bombed in your heyday. No, that's a lie. We don't even know right now why you try to even get at these guys. You better get up on your knees and just apologize. What? Yeah.
What's going on, baby Rick Ross? How you feeling, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got going on, man. Like, you old one today, huh?
Nah, just freestyling, bro. Whatever comes up top, I speak it, I rhyme it. I don't even know. You know, you're not supposed to think when you freestyle. It's just like when you dance. You don't think, you just flow.
I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you, though. Handle your scandal.
Yeah.
How was your week, though, bro?
Yes, it was long and challenging. Pause, like David Dash.
Yeah. I wouldn't use his name either. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he's kind of going out bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, I used to be like one of the people I was sitting down and talk to get some advice, man. And just I don't like how he's kind of going out right now, man. They got him looking really bad.
Well, yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to take somebody serious who tell you they one of the greatest businessmen in America while filing bankruptcy and telling individuals who work regular 9-to-5s that they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't really take you serious.
Very, very true.
You know, so that's how I feel about that. I
Man,
mean, you should never shit on individuals trying to get their life together.
Very true.
Especially if they're trying to be entrepreneurs, because most entrepreneurs still have a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? Until that 9-to-5 is replaced by the income of they dream chasing. You know what I mean? It's a lot of cats out here that still go to work every day and trying to be successful. So yeah, I don't agree with some
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, how was your week though, man?
Hey man, I can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of blessings in the pipeline. You know what I mean? So I'm just rocking and waiting on, you know what I mean, to fall all the way through. But you know, I've gotten some great news this week, a couple times.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting it move how I move, man. You know what
As
I mean?
You should.
Y'all will see the results when it's done.
As you should, man. Salute. Congrats, whatever it is, and we'll be waiting for the announcement, bro.
Hey, for sure, my brother. You know, I'm announce it here first, if anything. Well, probably Facebook first, but then
yeah, you know,
I'll make the official announcement on here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll try to save it for a Friday since that's the only day I'm great. You know what I'm saying? I'll save my greatness for Fridays. Man. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go to king3rd.com or dropyour3cent.com. Get your DY3 merch. You know what I'm saying? For the Spotify users out there, if you don't have a subscription, you can still go listen to people's music now. So just type in 3R Degree, look for me, and bump, something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm ordering mine right now because you just reminded me.
Oh, dope. I gotta get mine too. Gotta get mine. You know what I'm saying? I'll be making hopefully sometime next week I have some time to design some new ideas and some new merch. You know what I'm saying? But your boy's been really busy, traveling between states and coming back and trying to handle some business. You know what I'm saying? So I've been really tired trying to catch up on sleep, and sleep ain't been catching me. You know what I mean?
All right. I didn't know you had the leggings, man. You know what I'm saying? And my my brother put a post on Facebook today. He said, if you wear leggings and you ain't got no ass, them is just long panties. You know what I'm saying? I start dying.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. Even if you don't have an ass, you know what I'm saying, you can still rock and support. I learned my lesson from Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? We got something for everybody. We got sizes from small to big, you know what I'm saying? So if you tiny, we got you. If you have the plus size, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So certain things I don't have the plus size, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely got shirts, got hoodies. It's about that hoodie time, So if you are a fan of my music out there, shout out to the folks, 100,000 units moved. If you are a fan, make sure you get your 3rd Degree merch. But if you're a fan of this show, get the DY3 merch. You know what I'm saying? We got hats. We got I'm working on some beanies. You know what I'm saying? It's my favorite time of year, fall and winter. So it's hoodie and beanie season, you know what I'm saying? So that's Absolutely. What we do.
Absolutely. Hey, it's definitely time to get the sweater game up.
Yeah,
we need real jackets out here. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could say sweater game. We need real jackets out here, and the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Because it be cold.
Hey, shout out to all the YouTube family. We see you. Thank you for rocking with us last week. Hey, what's up, Alexandria? We see you. Shout out to the Facebook people. Hey, you guys kept the numbers up. We had a great show. I know it's a controversial one. This one might be controversial too. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Jimmy Kimmel. He was suspended. His show was suspended by ABC and Disney. So we're going to talk about that. This David case, you know what I'm saying, is getting really, really, really just weird. We're definitely going to talk about that. We have some other things we wanted to talk about, but as you know, we talk about the hottest things in the headlines, and we give our 3 cents. We allow y'all to give y'all 3 cents. And then also to lighten up the mood, this is the one things that did not change from our original programming. We want to talk about the top Southern rappers of all time. Shout out to Jess for bringing that up, because we went to West, we went to down south. We went to Southern California, we went to the Bay, we went to New York. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going down south. I got a good list. We can have a good friendly debate about that. So the last 30 minutes of the show, we're going to get into that. So make sure you guys tune in for it. But right now, we got to go ahead and we got to rake you off with a little bit of ratchet in tradition. So watch the ratchet news, get back at us, and we'll see you in a few.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy 3rd Degree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So let's go.
We're kicking off ratchet news. Not so ratchet though, but Cardi B has released her sophomore album, Am I the Drama? It has taken 8 years because in between then she's had babies, marriages, and a lot of stuff happening. But in true Cardi B fashion, with the rollout of a new album, she announces that she's pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby. So I think this makes baby number 4. So every time she makes a new project, whatever, she kind of is pregnant and announces the baby. Talking about good PR, right? But then, so here comes the ratchetness. Cardi B's boyfriend Stephon Diggs hit with paternity suit amid baby news. So I think the girl was like, oh no, ain't gonna take my shine, and decided to sue him, or it's crazy, this drama, right? But hey, this is all gonna bump up Cardi B's album sales. So moving on. Speaking of Cardi B and drama, Offset looks like he's back to his old ways. So he got a new piece. Is that what, 15,000 now? Moving on. Raja Jackson arrested on felony charge for brutal attack on Sicko Stu. Bond set at $50,000. Man, that's crazy, right? We'll keep you posted. Moving on. Speaking of ratchet, though, Papoose and Clarissa Shields spill on marriage dreams and baby plans on the Tamron Hall. 2026 might be the year. But, bro, aren't you still married? And you know what I mean? I don't know. This is just messy, right? Moving on. Girlfriends turns 25. Tracy Ellis Ross and cast reunite with Mara Brock Akil to celebrate the iconic sitcom. They need to just bring that show back. You know what I'm saying? It was a good show. So shout out to all them ladies still looking good. And shout out to Williams, who's doing this thing, and he's looking great and good health. So moving on. Man arrested for Beyonce music theft in Atlanta, but her unreleased tracks are still missing. Dude, just turn over the tracks, bro. It's over. And why are you stealing anyway? Moving on. I know y'all seen the interview on Breakfast Club. Dame Dash says Charlamagne is gay and not good masculine representation for black men. On top of that, he also said that he was the new chairman or chairman of Revolt. But then peep this. Revolt CEO says Dame Dash is not the chairman of our company. So that's crazy because speaking of which and lying and defamation, Dame Dash turns around and hits Cameron with the $300 million defamation lawsuit. But bro, weren't you just lying? I don't know, man. Talking about ratchet. Moving on. LeBron says it's still love for Drake despite rap beef fallout. Is he better than me? It'd be like, F him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you still being courted? Anyway, moving on. Dutch Bros Coffee is opening its first location in Los Angeles. Crazy that's taking that long for it to hit LA, but hey, salute to them. Moving on. Cops say K. Frost acted in self-defense in T. Hood shooting, but prosecutors still hold the final call. And if you don't know, K. Frost is the son of Rashida and Kirk Frost, so we'll keep you posted on that one too. Max B says the wave touches down November 9th, confers prison release. Salute to him. Yo, they did a Mount Rushmore of Cap. You know, they got Dame Dash, Jim Jones, Fat Joe, and Soulja Boy. Crazy, right? Holly Robinson P calls out Emmys for excluding Dr. Danielle Spencer from Memoriam Tribute, as she should. I'm saying wholeheartedly behind her. I'm starting the movie with her. So Holly Robinson P is really good people, yo. So moving on. Spotify is giving free users the ability to search and instantly play any song they choose. Just make sure you type in 3R Degree and bump mine and stream my music. Shameless plug, but we'll get at you. All right, Pete, moving on. Hey, shout out again to my homegirl, Dakia, man. We went from rhyming in bars in Hollywood to now I'm seeing her in the billboards in Times Square and whatnot. I'm beyond proud. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check her out. Her new movie, Fatal Detour, on BET Plus, now streaming. So make sure you check her out and let her know that Third sent you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dakia. Much love. Moving on. 56th annual African American Day Parade returns to Harlem this Sunday. Shout out to the folks out in Harlem, and may you live it up and represent to the fullest. Moving on. Shout out to Priscilla Williams Till. Emmett Till's cousin is running for U.S. Senate in Mississippi, as she should, and I hope that it brings great effective change. You know what I'm saying? And I hope she wins. Salute. We're sending prayers to you, Queen. Moving on. Jay-Z is blocked from opening $5.4 billion casino in Times Square. I don't know why, but hey, moving on. Fake Charlie Clark shooter, remember the old guy that was arrested, slapped with kiddie porn charges after confessing to the FBI. Well, sicko, right? Just complete sicko. Moving on. A shout out to the man Breezy, man. Chris Brown was denied being colorist after a recent viral video with Kayla Nicole, you know, who happens to be Travis Kelce's ex-fiance. Brought her on stage and now he's being called colorist. We actually might touch on this later about colorism versus, preference, you know what I'm saying? But also, too, he deactivated his Instagram in response to Color's accusation. So I don't even think that was right, man. He tries to do good and they try to bring him back. But we'll talk about this later. Moving on. I think we know a thing or two about bitter people that just won't move on. Monique doubles down. I'm not down with Tyler Perry or Oprah. Wrong is wrong. I mean, live your life, man. You leave that crap alone. But, hey, old bitter people want to stay in negative energy, right? Moving on. Jerry of Ben & Jerry resigned, saying company's activism has been silenced. As we see in the wake of everything going on, I stand fully behind him, and they got good ice cream, and I just sad to see him go out like that. But moving on. Missing Texas woman Karua Taylor found in living in lost African tribe in Scotland. Just weird, right? Moving on. Keke Palmer kisses Sean after he admitted to having a crush on her. That's the dude from the Hot Ones or Hot Things, whatever it's called. You know what I mean? But she's out here just kissing folk, huh? Moving on. Delta State student Demarterion Reed found hanging from a tree on campus. Police actually tried to rule it a suicide, but Colin Kaepernick is stepping in to fund an independent autopsy for Trey Reed. You know what I'm saying? So prayers out to him and salute to Colin Kaepernick. Moving on. Virginia Beach to honor Timberland with a street renaming. Salute. Dr. Dre supports a black woman-owned farmers market in Los Angeles, advancing food equity and solar solutions. Salute, salute, salute. Decomposed body found in singer David's impounded Tesla, identified as a 15-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas. We're actually going to talk about this tonight as one of our topics. The Trump administration has directed the removal of slavery-related signage and exhibits in several national parks, as would be expected. And last but not least, ABC suspends Jimmy Kimmel.
Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.
What's good, y'all? We are back. We are back. We are back.
All right, great stuff, man. Great stuff. You had some good stuff in there.
Thank you, man.
You know, as much as I like Jay-Z, he seemed like he's always been in competition with Nas, and he's been losing the entire time. I think maybe he should just leave that man alone. You know what I mean? Like, I would just be the one to say it. Like, bro, Nas already built the casino. He's late. You know, try to build a bigger, better breakfast in Times Square. Come on, man. It's okay. What else was in there?
I didn't know that Nas built a casino.
Yeah, you didn't see it. They had a that was like last month or the month before they announced that he was part owner in a large casino out there in New York. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Nas been doing big things, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, Jay-Z, you got too much dip on your chip, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got enough going on. Leave that man alone. You always trying to outshine him, man. Leave him alone, bro. Like, cut it out. Now you looking weird. You know what I'm saying? I like you, Jay-Z, but now you looking weird, bro. Now you look like certified hater. Yeah, that's all.
Dang.
You know?
I like Jigga. Shout out to Rock Nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to your girl, man. Hey, she be doing big things too, man, in the movies and the series and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you people.
Man.
Congratulations on that, because that's a big deal. And getting a flyer in Times Square ain't no easy feat.
Times Square, bro. Times Square.
Yeah,
and like I said, man, I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to give flowers where flowers due. You know, like, again, one of the most, she's originally from Baltimore, you know what I mean? But one of the most realest, humblest people, you know, I've ever met, you know what I'm saying? Especially within Hollywood. Like, people come to Hollywood, they put on that front, they get fake, they really try to become Hollywood. She stayed grounded. Man, when I was going through my divorce, man, she hit me up like, hey, come through, talk. She cooked some food. She just was there, that friend, that outlet, you know what I'm saying? But we've always had good rapport, man. She just never changed. She always stayed the same. And as you already know about me, you know, I'm big on loyalty. So you give me 10% loyalty, I'm going to give you 100%. But, you know, for us to be out there, you know, in Hollywood, rhyming at bars, and now she's in Times Square, just, you know, her picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm super just overly proud of her, man. And she deserves everything.
Yeah, that's super dope, man. Super dope. You know what I mean? I always like to, you know, congratulate people on their accomplishments, whether they big to me or small to me. It's nonetheless, it's huge in somebody else's world, man. Recognition goes a long way. So, you know, shouts out to her.
Very true.
And Chris Breezy, man. Chris Breezy out here doing his thing.
Right.
Like, why y'all keep messing with that man? Leave Chris Brown alone. Right, now he a colorist. After all the goddamn women's he done been with, you know what I'm saying? He done had every shade, if I'm not mistaken. How's this man a colorist? You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Any excuse to do. Me and Denisha, we just booked 5 Chris Brown tickets for somebody. Hey, bro, getting the bag out there, because, you know, that was over $2,000. You know what I'm saying? For 5 people. I said, boy, he better be dancing his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Alexandria says, amazing concert. The hate is real for him. Like, real talk, like, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen some of that from his lawyer where he explained that whole Rihanna breakdown. You know what I'm saying? It was really more to the story. And he took the hit. He took the hit like a man. And, you know, he bounced back. He's like, yo, if y'all want to portray me as the bad dude, I'll revel in that bad boy image, kind of like Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, everything that I hear about him has been good thus far. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, leave Breezy alone, man. Like, he's, when it comes to dancing, the next best thing since Michael Jackson, flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge fan of his dancing. It just, the hate needs to stop.
They definitely do. I believe you too, Alexandria. I'm with that notion too. Like, how she even get up there?
Kayla Nicole probably finagled her own way to the stage, right? So she don't have to pay 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't forgot you. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who you is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Excuse me, but yeah, most definitely. You know, but as far as ratchet news, man, shout out Colin Kaepernick, boy. Still out here, man.
Hold it down real quick. Hold it down. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick still out here doing big things, man. You know what I mean? In a time where he could have disappeared into the darkness. Shout out to that brother for providing that family with some semblance of justice. Because, you know, I don't know how you break an arm and break a leg and then still hang yourself from a tree. But, you know, in several universes, that's impossible. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and salute our brother Colin Kaepernick, who lost a lot standing up for the people. And every time I see, you know, him doing something great, I'm going to acknowledge that because
exactly,
it's more than deserving of the accolades and the support from the community because everybody kind of forgot about bro. And he's still out here doing God's work. So salute Colin Kaepernick, man.
Alexander says, "Is Mississippi? It just doesn't surprise me." Right, same here. To piggyback off what Quest said, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I think Colin Kaepernick doesn't get the flowers or the props that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally, you know, when people can't pay for things, he steps up and he steps in. And people always want to question his motives and say this and say that, but he stayed solid all throughout. So, you know, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, what Quest was saying, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Dude broke his arm and he just decided just to hang himself. Like, nah, it's Mississippi. You know, like Alexandria says. And she said, with the corruption at the government level, right, it needs to get swept underneath the rug. I hate the political climate that we're in, you know what I'm saying? But truth be told, America, you know, well, some of America, you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is why we vote.
I don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving that America has to hold the mirror up to her face in front of the world, and they've been going around this entire globe telling people how they need to be democratic and human rights, and you need to be outstanding Christian citizens and everything. And right now, America ain't looking so Christian, and it's not looking so great, and it's only coming from, you know, a select group of people. So I like the fact that America has to face their demons. It's your turn, it's your time. You know what I mean? We're no longer no post-racial America. Now the world see you for who you are right now. And you can't run from it no more. And it ain't us. And you can't say Chicago on this one. You know what I'm saying? can't say it's Chicago this time. I want to see how that pans out. But yeah, that's what I'm on. But yeah, shout out to Colin Kaepernick, man.
Yeah, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. All right, y'all, real quick, for those that are tuning in, shout out to the Facebook people. Let's go back up real quick. Thank you, Alexander, for holding it down. Please make sure that you like and sharing this post. You know, Facebook likes to hate, especially what we're going to talk about, especially with them probably allegedly being in cahoots with certain folks. You know, they're probably going to hate on this post, but make sure that you're sharing. The best way to come on is to engage. You don't feel like being on camera. Saying in the comment section, you can drop your thoughts, views, and opinions. We will respond. We'll do our best to respond. A shout out to Cheryl. We see you. Thank you to the YouTube community holding this down. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, share, and subscribe button and the notifications. Dang it, I forgot to put the link on Facebook for the comments. But if you guys want to come on, the link to come on as a guest is in the descriptions. So just make sure that if you're using your phone, you use your headphones, because we don't want you bleeding into the show. Also know that too. You want to make sure that you're in a nice, quiet spot. We want you to come on camera, so we definitely don't want any eating. We don't want you in the restroom. We don't want you doing any other curricular activities besides just us focusing on you. No moving in the background, no driving. If you can help it, just stand still, because if you drive, it glitches and it bleeds into the show. If you're watching something on TV or you listen to music in the background, it bleeds into the show, and then they copyright strike us. Like I said, I got to fight for my own copyright music. So just please, if you're coming on, just in a nice, quiet spot, got your Wi-Fi popping. We report ratchet news. We don't want to be a ratchet show. And also, too, note that, whatever we talk about, there may become heated moments. We can agree to disagree. Just do it respectfully. No name calling, no putting down people's races, none of that stuff. It's all good. This is a safe place where you speak your mind, speak your thoughts, views, and opinions, but do it respectfully. But also know that racism or hate on any type of level will not be tolerated at all. We won't allow you to attack anybody for their sexual preference, by their racial background, or anything else that is deemable within civil rights. It's a matter of just respect. But other than that, just make sure you come on and have a nice, fun, cool show. Just make sure you like, share, and engagement is key.
Let's get it.
Hey, what's up, Greg? How you doing? All right, we're going to show my fault, Greg.
Right there. That's Reverend Do Right. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Rev? Reverend
right. All right, y'all. But make sure you guys are sharing, please. We're going to go ahead. We're going to show some love to some folks out there. We're going to show some ads. We're going to come right back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
This is a water break part.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone.
Deal is so cheap, it's practically stealing airtime. Small business owners, listen up. For just $25, yes, $25, you can get your brand featured on the Drop Your 3 Cents podcast. Here's what you get: 4 video ads running for 4 consecutive weeks, plus a full 30-minute interview to tell your brand's story and connect with new customers. Don't miss this opportunity to amplify your voice and grow your business. Drop your 3 cents with us today.
All right, y'all. We are back.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I see.
All
You.
right.
What's up, Jess?
Hello.
How you doing, man? You was quiet. I was waiting for you to say something, but you know, I ain't gonna press you. How was your week?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a rough week, but thank goodness it's Friday.
That's the same thing Third said. It must be because y'all was together. I cracked myself up. No, I'm just messing with you.
All right, Joe.
You good?
Yeah, I made it.
Hey, man, you not understanding. We thanking God it's Friday.
Yeah.
So as soon as
crazy.
Right. As soon as this show gets done, we're gonna probably get some food. And then, you know, I'm gonna take a sleeping aid and I'm gonna knock out to the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what I was just telling Denisha.
From that drive.
I was just telling Denisha during the break, like, man, I'm tired today. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I felt like I got enough sleep and caught up, but like today, I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it together. We're gonna get it done.
Exactly.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because we only great on Fridays, so I gotta be prepared. I ordered me 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I ordered 2. I need to be able to switch it up on them.
I ain't even mad at you, yo. I ain't mad. Yo, make sure you guys are hitting the like and share. You know, so we're about to go ahead and get right into the show. All right. But real quick, make sure that you guys, if you're in San Bernardino, make sure you go check out Melba's. Me and Jessica checked them out last week. We had a fried chicken, a craving, and they took care of us really, really good. You know what I'm saying? My mouth was watering thinking about them. So check out Melba's. Also, too, if you're in the IE, you know what I'm saying, you want to check out a good breakfast spot, go check out R&R Breakfast Spot. I think they're temporarily in conjunction with the event center in Rancho Cucamonga. So make sure you go check them out and show them love too.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, well, tell Melvins I'm on my way for my plate, man. I'll be out there in January or February, one of them two. And somebody better take care of me too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want my chicken. You know what I'm saying? Where my chicken?
Chicken sounds good right about now. Like I'm hungry, so anything sounds good right about now. Man, all right, man. Yeah, that yogurt and granola and water. That's all I've been on today. So, all right, yo. So what we gonna dip into? You know, the one thing that I know we're saving for last. We're saving the top Southern rappers of all time. So we got Jimmy Kimmel suspended due to his Charlie Clark comments. Charlie Clark, Kirk, whatever his name is. And then also too, we have forget you, man. We also have this David case, man. This David case is getting weird and creepy. This is something I definitely want to talk about. It really just it hits me. It really hits me in a different way because you know I'm from the IE, and I think I've seen that girl's posters posted. You know what I'm saying? And it really just kind of creeps me out because truthfully, she looks like one of my nieces. You know what I'm saying? And it just. I remember her distinctively because I thought like for a minute, you know, it was one of my nieces. So, yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about both of those. I know people are coming at me like, "Why are you talking about saying that?" But again, this is Third's words for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Here we go.
This is a platform where we talk about stuff that is hitting the headlines. It's a platform where. Again, we allow people to come through, drop their thoughts, views, and opinions, and we give ours. So there are people who give us theirs. There are people who agree with us, and then they disagree. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a safe place for people to actually come and either vent or speak their mind or just get a different perspective. That's how we humanize. You know what I'm saying? We're not over here, sensationalizing or trying to, I know some of the news may be bad or whatever, but blame the people who are putting the bad stuff in the news. You know what I'm saying? But this is stuff that affects us. We humanize over here. We're not over here, desensitized, what I mean, as somebody tried to accuse me. This is literally just a platform for people to speak their mind. So
absolutely. Yeah, let's talk about David, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that is some, man, I don't know, man. Brody's a weirdo.
And I know this is gonna hit you too, man, because you know what I'm saying, like you got daughters, man, and you know, and I can only imagine. But so for those that don't know or just tuning in, you know, this a singer, I didn't even know he was an R&B singer. I didn't even know who this dude was. You know what I'm saying? But apparently he's a real popular dude, especially on YouTube. I hate to sound like an old fogey. You know what I'm saying? I heard some of his music. It's you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't classify it as R&B, you know what I mean? But it's definitely something different. But his music is really depressing. It's really like emo for me, my personal take. But you know, his Tesla was found in a Hollywood in a Hollywood neighborhood, right? And then it got towed to a tow yard. But then the employees were smelling a foul smell coming from the trunk. So they popped it open and they found a body that had been in there, I guess, for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And so all this is happening while Homeboy is on tour. You know what I'm saying? This Tesla is registered to him. It's in a Hollywood neighborhood, and he's just out on tour. Like, and the cool part about it was he was continuing on with his little tour and doing his shows. But for me, well, here's the thing. I did find a video, so go ahead, check it out. We'll come back and we'll reconvene.
After a body was found inside a car at a Hollywood tow lot today. Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
But now they're trying to figure out how she ended up dead in his Tesla.
Disturbing new details in a Hollywood murder case. Police have raided the home of R&B star David after the dismembered remains of a missing 15-year-old girl were found in the trunk of his abandoned Tesla. The victim was identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who went missing from Lake Elsinore back in April 2024. On September 8th, her remains, a head and torso inside a bag, were discovered inside David's Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. The car had been abandoned for weeks in the Hollywood Hills before being impounded. Police spent hours inside David's Los Angeles home this week, hauling out evidence bags, though they haven't confirmed if the raid is directly tied to the homicide investigation. Mounting clues suggest possible ties between the teen and the 20-year-old singer. A leaked 2023 demo track mentions a girl named Celeste. Both had the same shh tattoo on their right index fingers, and Celeste's mother claims her daughter had a boyfriend named David before she vanished. Former LAPD detective Moses Castillo says investigators will be digging into David's movements, phone records, and connections. Meanwhile, the artist canceled his Seattle show, and it's unclear if his Los Angeles concert will move forward. Police say the case is being investigated as a homicide, but no arrests have been made. For now, Celeste's family says they're simply grieving, as pressure mounts on the singer to break his silence.
And we are back. We're back.
Yeah, man. To be honest, I don't be trying to watch that kind of stuff. I be saving it for the show. But head in the torso, man, that means you tried to do something. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to me. But more importantly, parents, that's why y'all need to be checking on y'all kids, man. That's what I'll say. As a parent, I'm not comfortable with, oh yeah, they said this was their friend. But I don't know who that friend is. And you just out and about with them. Ain't no way. Because Denisha was showing me some stuff earlier where they was on streams together. You know what I'm saying? And talking. Like, that means they had to be, if he wasn't at your house, that means she was at his house. And your child, because she went missing when she was 13.
Yeah, like it was April 2024 or something like that, right?
Yeah, she was 13 when she went missing. So you know what I mean? As a parent, what's going on, man? Why your kids out here with these grown folks, man? Not to blame them, but I'm just saying how important it is in today's time. Like, there's a bunch of weirdos out here, right? A whole lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just trust good nature and human empathy with some of these individuals, because bad things happen to good people. So I mean,
True.
it's very upsetting. I got daughters. Um, yeah, that would set off a shitstorm in my world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just her going
Yeah,
missing would piss me off.
right. Jess, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna try. That literally just made my heart sink to my stomach. My daughter sees now how important it is to let me know that she made it home safely, like she made it to where she's at safely. Like, this is really heartbreaking as a mom, I know dads feel it too, but as a mom, this is crazy. So crazy. It's so important. If there's any teenagers on here, don't trip about your parents asking you where you are, asking for your location. It is not that serious. Like, if you getting into some bad stuff, at least they're gonna know where you're at, It's so important. Like, that could be my daughter right there. Just don't trip if your parents ask for your location. Don't try to finagle it to where they can't see a location no more. Like, it's very important because of this. I bet you the parents trusted this dude. You can't trust everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, Jess. Yeah, for me, like I told you, it's and Jess was asking last night because we seen we seen a woman with a girl out there, and I kind of tripped a little bit. I'm like, man, I wonder what are they doing? What are they doing out there? It really triggered me because I'm starting to think. So is this girl? Is she really with this woman? Is she okay? What are these people doing outside of a Walmart, just sitting there in the parking lot? You know what I'm saying? Like, it started just really just triggering me because, man, again, I have nieces. You know what I'm saying? I have nieces. And again, like I explained, I have a niece who looks exactly like her, coincidentally. And so I remember I was in the lobby and I passed by, I looked, I saw, oh man, I had to look the double take to see if that was my niece because it was just crazy. And I just remember saying a prayer, for that girl, and I wanted her to come home. Yeah, I was gonna get to that, Cheryl. You know what I'm saying? I just saw that. The news alert was that he is canceled tour. Here's the thing, man. So again, I know that he's like 20. So I think when he met her, it was like 19. But still, you know what I mean? She was like 13, 14 when you met her. She's a young girl. And immediately when I heard that, she weighed like 70 pounds, like initially when they found her, I know that, hey, she must have weighed like at least initially like 100 because if she's been sitting in that trunk, saying the decomposed body, I know was dropping weight. So I know it sounded like a little girl. Like what is a little girl doing in this trunk? And then when more details started to come out, I started to get really, really, really sick behind it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, as an entertainer, as a father, God rest my son, you know what I'm saying, as an uncle, as a brother, you know what I'm saying, as a nephew, as a son, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that this girl was entangled with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did they meet? Where it is just the thing that I could say is, parents, please make sure that you keep whereabouts on your children. I know some are rebellious and they may sneak out, whatever, but it's just you gotta keep a watchful eye because at the end of the day, I don't know. We still don't know what happened. Hold on. Alexander says there are predators everywhere. There should be limits on the age that you're allowed to get on social media. She is clearly not mature enough to be using social media.
There is limits, but the kids change the year that they're
Yeah,
born
I've
in
seen
order
that.
for them to use social media.
She didn't perceive him as a threat because she's a child, right? I mean, that's another thing too. And I mean, we were younger once we were teens. You know what I'm saying? We all had crush on celebrities or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So to the teens who are watching this or maybe even see these clips or whatever, you know, this is just a prime example of you don't necessarily know the person who you're enamored with. You know, what they put out there is projected. It's a certain image. It's made to draw you in, to get viewership, to get views, to get streams, to get money, essentially. And you don't necessarily know these individuals. And what we're seeing is some of these individuals, some of these entertainers have dark past. You know what I'm saying? And they use their money, power, and influence to attract, to trap, you know, people who are impressionable. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not all what it's trapped up to be. So again, you got to be careful about your surroundings. You got to be careful about who you're interacting with, especially what we're seeing on the stuff with the Diddy case. Just because they portray this image doesn't necessarily mean that's who they are. Some of these people are dark. And this is my thoughts to the David dude. Like, dude, you're a punk. I don't know. I know it's innocent to proven guilty, but everything that's been kind of like coming out thus far is not been looking good for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's in your car, you know what I'm saying, in Hollywood, of all places. She's from Lake Elsinore. She's from the IE, which literally threw me for a loop because when I seen this poster at one of these spots in the IE, I thought for a minute that this was a family member. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, Alexandria. So when I start listening to his music, he's talking about this stuff. And I know as a rapper, as an entertainer, as a songwriter, you know, we project our real lives, or we infuse our real lives in some of these songs. And it's really telling. This dude's really like a dark, sick individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a hit song called Romantic Homicide. And lo and behold, this is happening. So I know for me as an entertainer, I know if quote unquote a body was found in my car and I'm out in Cleveland or Seattle or whatever out in the world touring, my main concern is what the hell is a body doing in my car? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're canceling all this crap until we figure out what the hell is going on. I'm coming back. And we heard, and he's beyond suspicion because he was quote unquote cooperating with authorities. But yet and still, you're still touring. You know, you're desensitized to the fact that, hey, that there's a human body found in your car, let alone it's a girl, and you're still out there touring. Like, how could you tour? How could you perform? How could you sit up there and not concentrate on what is actually happening that may actually lead to you? Because if you, let's just say for advocate reason, if you're not behind this, then it's going to be the perception is going to be that it's you, because it's your car. It's you're going to be held responsible. I wouldn't be able to perform under those circumstances. You know what I'm saying? He said those Alexander right.
You know, I reserve all my judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope that this young dude didn't do what we think he did, and I hope it was some random act of violence, even though that doesn't make it any better. But you know, I would hope that both families come out with some type of closure that makes sense, because if it's going the way that we think it's going, there's going to be a whole lot of unanswered questions. You know what I'm saying?
I know, Quest. I hear where you're going. I was trying, and I think this is why this guy that hit me in my inbox, why are you posting this? And are you saying that he's innocent? I'm not saying nothing. I didn't want to sit here and label this dude or put anything on him, any type of tag, because I didn't know. But what has been slowly but surely coming out, it just doesn't look good for him. Look, quote, this is some of the lyrics that came from his and nobody ever caught me, but I spoke too soon in the back of a police car. I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are his lyrics, bro. Also, too, there was something that came out. Dismembered teen met David on social media. Alleged former teacher says, this alleged former teacher, I would question this teacher too. Like, how do you know that she met this David dude on social media? Did you introduce him? Like, how did you not even alert the parents? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just mad questions in this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then what's coming out now is that we're seeing images of these two together. I think allegedly somebody hacked into his Instagram and is posting, you know, messages and photos and all this other stuff, and you see these two together, man. Like, they were seen at like a Dave and Buster's together, and now, you know, saying David canceled his tour mid investigation into a dead body. You should have been did that. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good for him. My 3 cents.
No, I agree. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, but I'm gonna take the path I always take, that I wish somebody would take if it was my name on the line. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm gonna take the path of, you know what I mean, you innocent until proven guilty. You know, right now we got a whole lot of speculation. We got a whole lot of piece together things that aren't, you know, antiquated on paper and timelines placed together. As unfortunate as it is, I'm not going to condemn anybody until I see the evidence and it's been proven. You know, condemnation is something reserved for, you know, those seeking justice, but it's also based on facts. So, you know, I'm gonna wait. You know, that I do think is hella weird. He's hella weird. The whole relationship scenario is hella weird.
He's 20 years old dating a 15-year-old.
Well, no, she's 15 now that they found her, which means, you know what I'm saying, she was 13. Like, somebody had said, I seen a comment where somebody was like, "Oh, well, you know, they both was in school." I said they would, but they wasn't at the same school.
Exactly. He's from Texas. He's from Lake Elsinore.
No, I mean in regards to, like, even if you met her 2 years ago, you would have been 18, which would have made you a high school senior. She would have been 13, which means she would have been in middle school. Y'all not even supposed to be talking in that regard. That's what I mean. Like, y'all not at the same school. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know, you know, in high school, you know, the lines can get blurred a little bit. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But, you know, 2 different whole schools, like, you out here chasing middle schoolers and you a senior, something wrong with you, if that's the case. But, you know, I don't put nothing past nobody, but I'm also not going to just jump out the window and say hangy. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang.
I apologize for that if I came off like that, but again, it's not looking good. Like, you're an adult, granted, you know what I'm saying, like, still somewhat out of teenhood. You know what I'm saying? You're with a 13, 14-year-old girl. Whatever the situation may be, allegedly, we don't know. You know, in case if it was like an argument or you getting mad or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you didn't have to do that to that girl. You know what I'm saying? You could have sent her back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just one of these things where I really feel for the family, and she just didn't deserve that. But everything that's coming out, it was an inappropriate relationship. How did she go missing for a whole year? Let this be a lesson to some of these girls who are watching this, who are being told, like, hey, get yourself a dude with money or influence. As you can see, it's not all roses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely not all roses. And you know what I'm saying? Like, for the youngsters who are watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, this Hollywood stuff, there's a different side to it. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some things get over exaggerated. You know, they talk about casting couches and all this other stuff, but to a certain extent, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there are people who will literally sell their souls in order to get put on for TV, to get put on, you know, for musically, whatever tours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Let your talent speak for itself. But people find these shortcuts, and this is what we're into. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, again, he's a celebrity, he's a star, and oh, he's into me and all this other stuff. And sometimes all it is really just an illusion. You know what I'm saying? So you know, parents, you know, definitely make sure that you know who your kids are talking to. Making sure that you know you're keeping tabs on social medias, even if it is intrusive. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want something like this to happen. You know, my prayers go out to, you know, this young girl's family. It definitely hits home because again, it's in the IE. You know what I'm saying? So my thoughts and prayers and condolences definitely out to y'all. If you need anything, if you're watching on this show, reach out to us.
Can I be real for a second?
Sure.
I don't give a damn about these kids' privacy. You know what I'm saying? God didn't have none. If we being honest, I think that's where we are starting to go awry because these kids have so much freedom. Not to say that they don't need freedom, but they're still children, right? Like if your kid has an iPhone and they can do whatever fuck they want on their phone at 10 and 11 and 12 years old, and you say, oh, well, you know, that's their phone, you know, I should let them have it, right? And in the same breath, you give a kid a loaded 9mm, you know what I'm saying, and say, well, you know, that's their gun. They can do their. That to me, that's the same exact thing. Because they're children, they're gonna do irresponsible things just like we did. The only difference between us now and these kids now is that we had a healthy fear of, you know what I'm saying, crossing the line. It's like tell them about the gun line boss. Like, yeah, we had a healthy fear about crossing that line and going too far, and our parents didn't give a damn about us having no privacy. You just being honest, like that privacy stuff. No, our parents was on us. Where are you going? Who you going with? What? How you getting there? How you getting home? You know what I'm saying? Who's driving? Let me see their ID. Like, let me meet their parents. Let me talk to such and such mom. Like we was governed like that, and it kept us safe. It literally kept us safe. You know what I mean? And now these kids are just out here doing whatever they want to, catching lifts, Ubers, you know what I'm saying, jumping in cars with people, on social media, having conversations with who knows who, and, you know, y'all not checking on them. Check on your kids, man. I don't care. Let me see that login. Let's open this up. Let me see the messages. Yeah, I'm on your ass. I'm that pop. I'm just honest. Like, nah, I need to know what's going on. Who you going with? As a matter of fact, they need to come up here and speak. Like, you ain't just going to jump in no car with no people. They need to come up here and speak because I need to look people in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And see what they got going on. And like, we don't just ride off into the sunset with my kids.
Very true.
Parents, y'all got to do better. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but y'all parents, y'all got to do better. This shit in 2025, man, come on. There's too much going on.
Hold on real quick. Social media is also giving these children false information. They think they know everything. Very true.
And also the kids have 2 accounts. Just to let y'all parents know.
I believe you. That's fine.
One for the parents and the family, and the other for their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Like I said, Definitely prayers out to the to the family of that young girl. Geez, it's tough. Sorry, Jess. I definitely know you're a mother. I know you feel it. To anybody else out there watching, I'm sorry if this triggered you, but we definitely had to talk about this. This hit both me and Quez's spirit. It's just weird. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I got nieces, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Around that age, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, just so many unanswered questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was she doing in the trunk? Was it really that deep? Was it really that worth it to sit up there and to do that to this woman, to this young girl, and she doesn't even really get to live her life? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we'll keep you updated as we get more information. But the updates it just keeps getting uglier and uglier and uglier by the minute. So, prayers out to that young girl's family, and prayers out to her. Yeah, we'll definitely. Anything you want to add, Quez, before we?
No, I'm good, man. We can move on from this. Like I said, man, we'll wait and see what happens, and if my suspicions should happen to be true, there's a special place for those types of individuals, and if not, then I pray that family finds justice. So, what I mean? I'm just waiting like everybody else.
Very true.
You know what I mean? So,
all right, y'all. I feel you. All right, we'll be right back.
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
Yeah. Yeah.
This podcast deal is so cheap, it's practically stealing airtime. Small business owners, listen up. For just $25, yes, $25, you can get your brand featured on the Drop Your 3 Cents podcast. Here's what you get. 4 video ads running for 4 consecutive weeks, plus a full 30-minute interview to tell your brand's story and connect with new customers. Don't miss this opportunity to amplify your voice and grow your business. Drop your 3 cents with us today.
All right, y'all, we are back.
All right, man, let's get it. Who we got up next, man? Let's lighten up the mood a little bit, man, because they kind of got me pissed off. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. Pick the energy up a little bit, man.
Well, we're saving the best for last, to really pick it up. But yeah, so Jimmy Kimmel has recently made the news because his show was pulled off air by ABC, which of course, ABC is owned by Disney. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Mickey Mouse ears, that stuff. All because of what happened to Charlie Kirk last week. You know what I'm saying? So here goes a little bit of what happened. Here's what was said. And we're going to dissect and take a deep dive to see if he deserved to actually be suspended.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. Okay. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
I thought it was hilarious. If I'm being honest, I thought it was hilarious.
It kind of was, though.
It was a good bit. He didn't like. What did he say about Charlie Kirk for real? For real?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. These are times that we're living in. So, I guess, you know, if you say something that goes against the consensus, then I guess they can have you either removed. Is this an attack on freedom of speech?
Absolutely. And the irony in it is that when you bring up the type of individual that Charlie Kirk was, people tell you, well, he was practicing his First Amendment rights and freedom of speech. And that's what he stood for. So in response to the criticism of him, you guys start attacking people's freedom of speech, which is crazy to me, especially coming from the suspected white supremacist side of things, where they shared memes of George Floyd, where they did the Trayvon challenge, you know what I'm saying, laying on the ground with packs of Skittles, where they hands up, don't shoot us to death, you know what I'm saying, in comments and memes. Now we should take the high road for somebody who, I'm not going into that part. I'm just saying, like, the irony in it is crazy. You know, the denigration of black people that y'all say is freedom of speech, and you get to spew across this goddamn old continent. And then as soon as something bothers your spirit, nobody should be able to say anything. Y'all kiss my ass with that one.
Right.
How I feel. Jimmy Kimmel ain't doing nothing wrong. He's a comedian. When we start attacking comedians, it's dangerous to me. When you start messing with comedians are supposed to be off limits. They attack everybody within their humor spectrum. Some are good, some are bad. Some focus on certain point. Like when you start going after comedians, you got a problem. Right. Y'all really in y'all feelings.
Cheryl says no reason to cancel or suspend Kimmel. Right. So the thoughts, views, and opinions that I'm about to express are mine and mine alone, and I have to make that disclaimer that this does not reflect anybody else here on this panel. These are me. I take full responsibility. I don't know where Kimmel went wrong. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, no disrespect to the Charlie Kirk dude, whatever, but I can understand if this was like a politician, a dignitary, the president, maybe, especially within the ill manner of how he went out. I could definitely understand if it was that type of level. But we're talking about a man who was an influencer. So by default, I kind of made me, my friends, and people who are on here, you know, influencers. You know what I'm saying? By being on this platform, by expressing support for certain things in the community or certain people, you know what I'm saying, and getting viewers or getting customers or getting patrons into their business, you know what I'm saying, that by default, you know, we became influencers. I don't see, if anything, God forbid it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Trump, lowering no flag for me. You know what I'm saying? In no capacity, especially with me being an entertainer, a songwriter of sorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I exercise my freedom of speech wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. This is kind of crazy, but in the same sense, in the same vein as a Charlie Kirk, he exercised, whether we agreed or disagreed with him, he exercised his First Amendment. He said a lot of ill shit. You know what I'm saying? But, can I get mad at him? No. He's expressing how he feels. And if that's how he feels, I have the choice of not to rock with him or to view him or even pay him any mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't bother me one way or the other, especially with us being black. We've dealt with worse throughout our life, my standpoints. So I can understand. I mean, he's just an average Joe. No disrespect, again, but in my personal opinion, he's an average Joe, just like me or anybody else. And I don't, just because he shared the same ideologies, the same viewpoints, the same sentiments as some of the people who hold political position within this country, I don't see him being any different than me. You get what I'm saying? So to lower the flag, I didn't agree with that. That was really a head scratcher.
Hey now, come on now. Come on now.
All right. But hey, to be fair, I've seen the flag lowered for people who've been victim of school shootings too. So we'll be fair for that.
I'm just saying, let's not go down that road. Like,
okay,
let's stick with Jimmy Kimmel, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I had to catch myself. Now I'm gonna help you catch yourself. Like, let's not go down.
I feel it.
Yeah,
it's puzzling, but I definitely don't think that Jimmy Kimmel definitely needed to be suspended. The fact that he had to buckle down to the political pressure, you know what I'm saying, that may have came down on ABC or, of course, Disney. I mean, it's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the simple fact that you can't really express yourself or even make a slight joke, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's happened. And for somebody to be that sensitive in order to use their political weight is just kind of crazy to me. But I definitely, and Jimmy Kimmel, if you're watching, you're invited to come talk to this show or to come talk on this show. You have a spot.
Hell, you can host the show. Come on, Jimmy. You got to practice shit. Come host this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna reach out to him, man. You're welcome here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't doing shit on Friday no more. Come be great with us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no show to do. Bring your ass on up here.
Yeah, man, come on through and talk. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to talk about the situation. Just your presence alone will be enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can come exercise your freedom of speech right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're more than welcome to come through and come hang with us. Drop your 3 cents on Friday, 6:00. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I totally forgot to send you the invite. I think I got at you on Instagram, but you're more than welcome to come here.
There you go.
ABC, my thoughts to you, especially Disney. There are a lot of people who are not happy about this. And I know that ABC owns Hulu, which is subscriber based. You have a lot of streaming subscriptions that that could get affected by this. The last thing that you want to really affect is your pockets. But again, on the flip side, on the advocate side, I mean, I get it. When you have somebody who's in this higher position who may be putting some type of pressure on you, allegedly, it's kind of crazy. So I get it. What do you do?
Allegedly, they already came out and said they had an FCC complaint. You know what I'm saying? And we know where that complaint came from. Very simple.
Right.
And
Alexander said, wait, real quick. Jon Stewart's take on it was great. He called out the hypocrisy. Well, right. It is. They're trying to become a monopoly, especially on sports. Real talk. I mean, you could have even seen it with like MTV, right? LL Cool J had to say, "Hey, I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but we're here for the music and for whatever else that he said." And I'm just kind of paraphrasing a bit, but he kind of had to deflect a little bit because he knew that he didn't want to really dig into the politics. And typically, ironically, what we do as entertainers is use our platforms, which is why we have the social medias, which you have the awards, which you have certain things you get up on these platforms and you make stuff aware. You speak your mind and you speak to people who feel and think just like you. Or you for us, what our platform started out was as for speaking or being a voice or being a stepping stool for the unheard. You know what I'm saying? For the people who feel like they don't get their voices heard on an everyday level, this is where you can come and actually speak your mind, and it's a safe place. You know what I'm saying? We may not agree. We may have different viewpoints or perspectives, but the one thing that you walk away from is a perspective. And you can see, like, hey, you could be objective to somebody else's perception, you know what I'm saying? And or perspective. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're entitled, you're allowed to have those thoughts. You're entitled and you're allowed to have those feelings. You're entitled and you're allowed to have those expressions. And
let me say this, bro. Like if you reached our age and you haven't changed your perspective on something in life, then you're probably a horrible human being. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to discover new information and choose a new path. That's part of growing, right? Like if you're going through life and I just believe what I believe and can't nobody tell me nothing and I'm gonna just keep believing this till the day I die, you're probably a very unhealthy human being. You know what I mean? I'm just as honest as I can put it. The one of the probably most surprising takes that I've seen about the scenario is Charleston White. Charleston White had a very good take on this situation. Right. And as I always tell you guys, don't mistake the message for the messenger, right? I don't agree with him a lot, but I do listen to different people that I don't agree with just to see if I can find something that makes sense or try to understand why they say what they say. You know what I mean? And right. I think Charleston White finally exposed himself. If y'all go back and watch it, I don't want to give him too much credit because he ain't came on the show. So, you know what I mean? He'll get all that kind of love.
I ain't gonna keep it a buck with. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not really a huge fan of Charleston White, but he is welcome on the platform. You know what I'm saying? It's an open invite for everybody. Matter
of fact, I'll send you.
I don't really care for it that have stepped on the show.
I'll send you the clip, and when you see it, I think you're gonna be surprised.
Okay.
On his take on it. You know what I mean? So I'll shoot that over to you. And then as well as the these NFL teams and everybody, all the stuff that they doing while we watch Kaepernick sit out and lose his whole career is astonishing to me, just like the Raiders lost to the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot of losing going on. You know what I mean?
That was a huge loss. We lost to the chokers of all people.
Man, you probably got to be quiet for the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Just for the rest of the week. We played Jaden Daniels, San Bernardino's own. You know what I mean? But just for the rest of the week, Gino, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I exercise my freedom of speech. And Gino, why are you playing for the other team? You know, you play for the Raiders. You're supposed to throw to your Raiders teammate, not the others. You know what I'm saying? You over here looking like Phillip Rivers. You studying the Chargers playbooks. Remember? You know what I'm saying? How Phillip Rivers used to throw to the other team where we won a couple of games because he threw to us. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, bro? Come on, Gino.
Y'all was looking rough, my brother.
You look horrible.
I'm just saying that.
You look like the Chargers a couple of years ago. Alexandria says we should all be evolving versus carrying on traditions that need to be changed. Very true. And I think this is the perfect place where we can have open dialogue, where we can maybe hopefully evoke that change, maybe evoke that evolution, you know what I'm saying, where we can have these discussions, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, some discussions you may not like, some discussions you may cringe at, but I think it's worthy of a discussion, for a different perspective, because the one thing that I had to learn within life is that, my perspective is not the only perspective. There's different ways to see certain viewpoints. There's different ways to a solution, your way may be a good way to get there, but there's other ways to get there as well. And you have to be open to see it, at least hear it out. Just my thoughts,
whether y'all believe it or not, sometimes we cringe at the topics we got to pick. You know what I mean? Like, truthfully, we have discussions of like, man, are we really gonna talk? And then we kind of garner from based on interaction that we see on social media. Like, well, we kind of got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't want to go down that route. Right? A lot of times the political stuff, we don't be wanting to talk about that on here, but it'd be so much clamoring and frenzy on social media behind it. We got to talk about it because we genuinely interested in what people have to say. So, if y'all feel like, oh yeah, they just be picking this shit to be messy. No, we be picking it to hear what you got to say. Like, sometimes we don't even want to talk about the shit. But we do it so that we can stick true to the original mission statement, which is giving the voiceless a voice. Y'all can't get on CNN and say what the hell you want to say, but on Drop Your 3 Cent podcast, you can get up here and say whatever you need to say, and we might agree, we might disagree, we might give you some pushback, but at least you got to say it, because it is what it is.
Right. My theme is we are of the people for the people. You know what I'm saying? We're the voice, we're the platform for the unheard. So that's the mission standpoint, the platform for the unheard. You know what I'm saying? So everyday people who have everyday thoughts can speak their everyday viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? But we all do it within love. Sergio, what's up with you, man? I love you, man. I didn't get a chance to see you when I was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I know you're out there doing your father thing. He works, you know what I'm saying? He's a great example of a great man who's out there doing his damn thing. So I salute you. We're going to link up, but I miss you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my little brother right there.
Yeah, shouts out to you, brother.
All right, y'all. You know what I mean?
Jess, you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Just so don't have much to say on that.
Yeah, I'm not going to allow her to say anything. Yeah.
Good job. You know what I'm saying? Good job, Jess.
She ain't a big mouth like her boy over here.
Yeah, let us take the strays. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch all the strays for you, Jess. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
But all right, y'all, let's get into some promos. We'll be right back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Hey, Suanna. She's not listening. Hey, come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby. 6 o'clock. Girl, you crazy now. Hey, Big Ma. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? Good. All right now. Mama. Hey, you lost, boy?
No, I'm going to the race.
What race?
NASCAR race.
You going to NASCAR?
Yes, sir.
little bit. You ain't lost, did you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the right side.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy.
Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must.
Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We was finna watch some ads. You know what I'm saying?
We were. That was Drewski. That was Drewski's skit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, "This is what that city made in the Midwest look like." Man, hey, Drewski did a real good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I think, like Jess said, I think he needs an acting job. It's a bit hypocritical because, you know, hey, we see somebody in blackface, we get hot. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine what they feel like being the accuracy, though.
Yeah, nobody got mad about Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying? In Tropic Thunder.
On some real talk, that was kind of funny, though.
Exactly.
Robert Downey in Tropic Thunder was actually, he did it respectfully.
Yeah, when done in good taste, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Very true.
That's the thing. We can laugh at shit when it's funny.
When it's funny.
When y'all being malicious, you know what I'm saying? And we can smell the venom in the vitriol in your pores, then that's when it's not funny no more. But if you can do it in good taste and it be funny, we have no problem with it most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
If the Wayans brothers could do it, then hey.
That's
white
all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This was inspired by Miss Jessica over here. Where's the Queen? You know, because the Queen has so much to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting ready to talk about. We definitely want to lighten up the mood, give you guys some entertainment, because it's what we are, an entertainment platform too. We're getting ready to talk about the greatest top Southern rappers of all time. And the ill thing about it is, like I said, we talked about the LA rappers. We talked about the Bay rappers. We talked about New York rappers. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely tapping into the Southern market because, you know, with me, I'm a hip hop head. I love it all. I grew up on some. And I wish the Queen was here because once Quez mentioned it in the background about Southern rappers, she immediately said, 8 Ball and MJG. You know what I'm saying? And not too many people, especially women, you know what I'm saying, girls know about 8 Ball and MJG. But I grew up on 8 Ball and MJG. You know, shout out to my pops. You know what I mean? No, so Sergio.
Gangster.
So lay it down. You lay it down. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was embedded in me. So definitely Sergio, R.I.P. Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? But also so you seen our Goody Mob. We're not talking about groups. You know what I'm saying? You said Bun B, which is cool. We're not talking about groups. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about individual rappers, solo rappers. You know what I'm saying? You can give us your top 5. We can even go top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, of all time. So, you know, with that being said, I see you, Alexander. You're breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? Again, not groups, individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a great debate even with that group that you just listed.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole nother thing with just groups because I already see
it's gonna be Southern groups. That's gonna be our next little move.
I see where this is going.
I see where it's going. Yeah, and y'all are keeping it hot. So with that being said, let's go. There was another comment that I missed. 5K? I think you mean 3K, 3 stacks. No, it's all good. So, with that being said, we'll start with the panel first. Those who are in the comment sections, damn it, I still forgot to put up the dang on link. All right, yo, so the link is in the description. If you want to come on as a guest, just hit that link. Just know that if you're using your phone, use your headphones. Oh, I see it going really good. So, with that,
drop top 5 in the comments, man.
Drop it in the comments. We'll talk about it. We'll hit it up. So, ladies first.
Sorry, she's working on a seafood broil.
Oh man, come on here.
Oh man,
I'm hungry right now, Alexandra. Why you say that? You know what I'm saying? And you're a certified chef too. You're a cook. You know what I'm saying? Like my stomach just growled at me like you ain't enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Like
we gonna make a stop, right?
we have to. I don't know if
Okay,
you're gonna cook
thank
for
you.
us. All right, so do you want to go first? Should I go first?
Yes, I will go first.
All right, go
she
ahead.
got her list ready. You know what I'm saying? Yep, just 5. Let's start with
Okay.
5 for right now. 5 for right now. Let's see how I go.
Okay, so in high school, Andre 3000, Silk the Shocker. Don't judge me.
Oh my
Don't
God.
judge me.
Null and void already. List over. I know you didn't come on here and say, goddamn, Silk the Shocker. Yo, get your ass out of here, Jess. I know you didn't put
It's all
Silk
about
the
them
Shocker
no limit soldiers. No.
You can't say Andre 3000 and Silk the Shocker in the same list. What is wrong?
Hey man, hey dog, hey dog. I was getting ready to stand right behind her when she said Andre 3000. She said that firmly. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I got with her. You know, that's right. And then she said Silk the Shocker. I'm like, whoa.
Hey.
Kind of fade in the background just a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, but go ahead. That's true.
Okay. Mia X, I don't know if she's from the South, but
She is.
was all No Limit.
She is. You redeem yourself a little bit.
Anyways. Oh, this is hard.
Especially when you put
Okay.
Silk Shocker in there. I know. It's get tricky.
Hey, my brother said the original Blueface, Silk the Shocker.
Right.
Alexandria says Silk the Shocker in her Soldier Boy voice. Yeah, that was our facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, I was in high school. Okay. So,
that's
Mia
true.
X.
That's true.
Yes,
That's
Mia
true.
X and dang. Ludacris and T.I.
That's pretty solid.
That was
Except for
almost
one.
a good list right there. That
Almost.
was
Almost.
damn near a good list, man. You know what I'm saying? That you rounded it out very well. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
I can interchange Master P and Silk Shocker.
Even still.
No Limit Soldier. No.
Okay. I feel you. That's what's
Sergio says Young Bleed. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Quez, you go ahead.
Man, all right. So I'm gonna start where Jess started. You know what I'm saying? Andre 3 Stacks. Definitely. I'm gonna go Andre 3 Stacks, Louisiana, Lil Wayne, and the F is for phenomenal, even though it's spelled with a PH. And we'll go Scarface. I'm gonna go.
No, he was from the South.
He's from Texas.
Oh yeah, I'm going Scarface.
Okay.
Pimp C, and Big Crit. That's gonna be my top 5 right there.
Man, where is the queen?
Man, she sleep. Why is she out of there?
She gonna be mad she missed this one, yo.
Well, she better drop it in the comments in the morning. She'll stay your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we
and
might,
I like
we might.
Mike too, Sergio. He's definitely my
Killer
top.
Mike. Killer Mike is slept on, but we're going top 5. We'll expand it to top 10 in a minute. But you remember, Quest? You remember there was somebody who I told you who I was forgetting? I said, man, there's somebody who I'm forgetting. I can't really put my finger on it right now, and I couldn't remember. But this person is from the South, and I just couldn't remember. And I got it. It was like Eureka today. And I'm about to funk you up real quick with it. But yeah, my first number 1 overall, I'm going with the consensus, Andre 3 Stacks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's just that damn dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, even his features, he kills the people who he's on. You know, I'm a huge fan. Matter of fact, shout out. Yes, Cheryl, Ludacris. Ludacris is from the ATL. He was born in Illinois, but raised in the ATL. So he is a down south rapper. That's Ludacris.
Mm-hmm.
So Andre 3000. Scarface. Ooh. Ludacris. I love Luda. Fudge. Man, we were talking about this, and I was just, oh man. T.I. Ha. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to put this person in my 5 because we're really ready to be funked up.
Yeah, I'm waiting on this shit.
Missy Elliott.
Oh,
she's from Virginia.
In my in my B-boy stance.
Oh, dang, I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna have to take Silk Shocker out.
Yeah, what you think? You know what I'm saying? You think? She said like she was heartbroken. Damn, I'm gonna take
let me get back in my. You see my D4vd shirt? You know what I'm saying? Let me get back in my B-boy stance real quick.
Nah, you changed the game with that one. I forgot about Missy Elliott is dope.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was thinking about it today. You know, one of her songs popped in my songs randomly pop in my head throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And there was a song of hers called she did a song with Mike Jones. You know what I'm saying? I was remembering that beat and I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, I forgot. Missy's from the South. And that was the one who I was thinking about, like, hey, there's a female from the South. Because I know the Queen said Trina. You know, Trina's dope. You know what I'm saying? But Trina don't hold a candle to Missy Elliott. You know what I'm saying?
We went through the Trinas, the Mia X, the Gangsta Boo.
Right.
We went through all of them, and we was like, dang, there is somebody we missing, but that's a damn good one to be missing.
I told you.
I did not think about Missy Elliott for real. That's
I forgot.
Wait, so Alexander says her top: Scarface, Lil Wayne, T.I., Ludacris. Oh, she gave us the top 10. All right, we going to the top 10. We gonna expand it to top 10. Scarface, Lil Wayne, T.I., Ludacris, Juvenile. Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, J. Cole. Remember, this is a little controversial because snap, you're right, but dang it, Cheryl, dang it. No, J. Cole is kind of East Coast, but he's not. North Carolina is still technically South. But I feel you. This was the debate between me and Quez. Project Pat, Big Crit, and no project. That's a really, really good list.
That's a solid ass list.
Cheryl, Left Eye. How did I forget Left Eye?
She's from the South.
Well, here's the thing. Her biography. Left Eye was born in Philly. She lived in a few other places, but she technically musically came out of Atlanta.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah, that's wild.
Damn it, Cheryl, you're right.
Hey, Fayetteville, back, huh? I know it.
This changes the whole game, but I still can't take Missy out because I don't know. Because on a good day,
Silk the Shocker out. You know what I'm
saying? She definitely takes out Silk the Shocker. But here's the thing, and I know I got criticized for this before. I know she hasn't necessarily put out a solo album, but her features, her spits, like even like she was on, I think a song with Method Man. You know what I'm saying? Like Left Eye could spit, and her delivery, her delivery. Not saying she was. Her delivery was almost that equivalent of Pac. You know, they had that same type of delivery. You know what I'm saying? And her boldness and brashness. Yeah, so I can't. Ooh, that is hard. Yeah,
that changes the game now. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But I'm still gonna put, to be honest, I'm still gonna put Missy before Left Eye. Because Left Eye, you don't have a large enough catalog to
right.
Be,
she did her TLC thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was dope.
When it came to R&B and popular music, she did her damn thing. But compared to Missy, You don't have
bro. But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I heard some of when she joined Death Row, and I heard some of her Nina stuff. And then again, with some of the stuff that she jumped on, like if you go jump up, like look at some Left Eye features, especially even on Ladies' Night. Never the one packing the gun. Got some other raw chicks for that. I mean, the ones she was just hard. She was different. Even on those Scrubs, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like the joint with her and Method Man, like, and you know what I think about Method. Yeah. But Missy, I never heard Missy spit, but I don't know if she's bar for bar. That's a hard one, bro. Yo, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for ruining my night, Cheryl. This is gonna get hard. All right, so let's expand the list to top 10.
Go ahead. Who else you got over there? Jess. You got Silk the Shocker.
She better not say. She better not say what. Snaps, whatever. Snaps, whatever. Yeah.
She got Fabo. She got Fabo. Silk the Shocker.
Oh, yo, I know who Jess gonna put on her top 10. Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy's in there.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's not on my top 10. But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ooh, yeah, Left Eye is gonna have to join my top 10 because I did not even know. I was thinking she was East Coast. So what's that? 6. Missy 7. Yeah, she pushing somebody off the list. This is hard. I'm gonna have to say Big Boy because I do like him too.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
8.
Yeah, that's good.
Dang, I don't know. I gotta think on the last 2.
Might as well just throw Soldier Boy in there. Silk Shocker already in there. You know what I'm saying? We just filling spots at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo, I forgot who Jess can throw in there. 2 of them in her top.
Ooh.
Bow Wow and Lil Romeo.
Oh, well, shit. There you go.
Bow Wow, yes. But he's
from Columbus, technically. But, again, he got his musical start. Damn it. But then he kind of got to start with Death Row. But, yeah, JD is the one who put him on in Atlanta. So
yeah, I would say Bow Wow's on there. Not Little Romeo, though. I'm sorry.
You didn't have a Mickey Mouse chain?
No. I like Bow Wow better than Romeo.
You're a
Mr.
colorist.
106 and
Don't worry about it. You're a colorist. We won't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
He likes chocolate.
Oh, gosh.
You're
As you can see. King chocolate right here. King chocolate.
Oh my goodness. All right, let me add on my list. I know we run out of time. To round out the top 10 of mine, I'm gonna definitely throw Mia.
Wait. Oh, wait. 2 pick. Darren Shamora. I'm about to throw you for a loop. Does she get included into this list too? Because technically, well, she's from the Chi, but she's in the A too.
The Brat, she don't count. She's Chicago. Yeah, leave that alone. She's Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, we not even gonna play with the Brat like that. She from the Chi, Midwest all day. Yeah. Chris Cross will never be on my list, so don't worry about Sergio. I appreciate the shout out.
I had the tape. I bumped the tape. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm the Miggity Mac Daddy. Whoa, the Miggity Mac. Whoa, the Miggity. I missed the bus. Yo, I missed the bus. Yeah, I used to rock that tape.
All right, so to wrap up my 10, I'm gonna throw Trina in there.
Okay, Diamond Princess.
Yeah, Trina's going in there. 2 Chainz is going in because he had a hell of a run for a minute. Trina, 2 Chainz, Young Dro, Boosie, and Gangsta Boo. That's my 10. I'm gonna round it up. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Titty Boy. They don't know about that. So yeah, I'm at the dig in my. So after I named off Missy, so I'm definitely gonna have to say Left Eye. You know, that could be changed. Because they're both hard. They're both hard to me. So that's 6. J. Cole, Jeezy, Mystical. I know it's taboo right now, but Mystical.
Yeah, that would have been hard to put on my list.
Yeah, I know.
I liked him back in high school, though.
After you said Silk the Shocker, you gonna say Mystical was hard to put on your list? I'm not fucking with you, Jess.
No,
that was hard.
I'm Mystical. Shout out to my pops. I'm Mystical before No Limit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, before the
You know what I'm
charges.
saying? Like,
We gotta say before the charges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before the charges too. Dang it. So I said Left Eye, J. Cole, Jeezy, Mystical.
You got one left, boss.
Dang it. Oh, man. Dang it, man. Dang it.
Alexander, he is the greatest ad-libber known to man, though.
Hey, hands down. Hands down.
Yeah, I give you that.
It's not in any particular order, but not saying that he's last on it, but Big Boy from Outkast. You know what I'm saying? Because he's hard too.
I think I'm gonna put Trina on my last.
Trina?
There you go.
Right after Bow Wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think I give. Okay, but yeah.
I think she should be number 2 above Silk the Shocker. I'm just saying. Just gonna throw that out there. However you want to arrange your list, you know what I'm saying? That's your business.
Now, for all purposes, Master P is definitely on my. He's on my 11th. You know what I'm saying? And so is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne and Master. Because Lil Wayne, I'm not a huge fan. I really didn't really buy a lot of Cash Money Records albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, truthfully,
Hot Boys over here.
I listened to them. You know, I studied them, especially the hardest
Dakota,
album.
2 and 3.
No, so I listened to him. You know what I'm saying? It just I never really got over Lil Wayne when he came out with the Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it seemed gimmicky. But then after when he really got into his Jay-Z bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, he dropped the Carter. Carter 2 is cool. I like Carter 2. You know what I'm saying? But Carter 3, I bumped that. I literally bumped it.
2 and 3, no ceilings. No ceilings is ridiculous. You
Right. Yeah, so that's not taken away. I never really bought a Cash Money record thing, but Lil Wayne, man, you know what? I'm sorry, because I studied him. You know what I'm saying? I never bought a record, but I can't even do that to that man and not put him in my top 10.
Come on now. Let's think this through.
Somebody got to go out.
You know what I mean? Who's the shocker of your list? You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. I can't really.
Hey, get him out of there, coach.
You know what? No disrespect, because I love J. Cole. I love J. Cole. I gotta do it to J. Cole.
Wow.
Only because he apologized.
There you go.
So I'm a J. Cole. You get honorary 11. I put Lil Wayne back at my top 10. You know what I'm saying? He's up there because Lil Wayne, no hate, no whatever. He evolved. He went from being Hot Boy Weezy to just spitting bars. Real G stays silent like lasagna. I mean, bars and punchlines. You know what I'm saying? So, he spit on a few things. So yeah, Lil Wayne's in my top 10.
Come on now,
And he's
the
gonna stay there
Weezy F
permanently.
baby, and the F is for phenomenal, and he got away with nobody said nothing. You can't tell me that dude ain't fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody. Hold on, you spell phenomenal with an F? Like, I don't think that's how it goes.
He definitely has the hardest punchlines from the South. But you know, everybody was influenced by Scarface. I came up on Scarface. Mystical, like I said, I was bumping Mystical before it was popular. You know, Andre 3000. I literally study Outkast like religiously. You know what I'm saying? And I pay attention to his bars. So, but yeah, man. But Weezy definitely has to go in there. Like you said, Carter 2 was phenomenal. My favorite album of his was definitely Carter 3.
Yeah, Carter 3 is immaculate, man. You know what I mean? It's some good stuff, man. Even though I don't agree with a lot of Weezy, but that boy can spit, and he been spitting for a long goddamn time.
A long time.
He been spitting since we was in middle school, and he older than us.
Right.
And he's still spitting with them 3 dreads.
Hey man, he got a song that he put out with a couple of years ago called Mahogany. Yeah, that stays on my playlist. That Mahogany go hard.
You know what I'm saying? A man walking around with 3 catfish fillets on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? And he's still dropping bars. You know? And you can't. The man older than us.
Weezy, my apologies. You go on my top 10. I did not mean to omit you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be a bold-faced liar. I'd be a turkey neck bold-faced liar if I sat up there and omitted you from the top 10. So my apologies, sir. You definitely get your propers in there. You know what I'm saying? So
that's it. And I think this is the argument we was having, but I don't really think I'm not hating. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Well, that wasn't hate. I just said that to watch that transition. You know what I'm saying? That, like, bro, he's been here the whole entire music career. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I've been messing with music, damn near Lil Wayne been there. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. He started at 7. You know what I mean?
I didn't sleep on Luda. Luda's in my top 5. I got Luda albums. So yeah, Theater of the Mind was a masterpiece. Theater of the Mind was a masterpiece. And then before that, we had that album Pimpin' All Over the World. That was a dope one. Luda's hard. He got bars for days. You know, I study Luda. He's him and T.I. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hate to do this to y'all, but we definitely have to end the show. I'm going to be lazy. So we love you. We thank you. The Facebook people out there, we love you. The YouTube people, thank you. Make sure you hit the subscribe, like, share button. Make sure you tune in next Friday. Thank you for always supporting. We love you. For those we offended, sorry. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch you next week. If you want to get at us, scream at us. But yo, love you. Same black hands, same black channel, same black people. Peace.